Every week, somebody asks me the same question. Is there an agent that can help me with spreadsheets, with the number work? Yes, there is. It's called Analyst, and it lives inside Copilot. And if you're number phobic, that alone is good news because it will do all the heavy lifting for you. You'll find it somewhere here on the left-hand side of your menu. But here's the part I didn't expect. Analyst doesn't just crunch your numbers for you. It helps you say something with them, which is really super important. And once you can tell a clear story about a set of figures, you stop being the person who sends the spreadsheets and you start being the person in the room who gets what they asked for, the budgets and the projects that you want. You're listening to the Sovereign Career Hub, human-led, AI forward. Sovereign as in you're still the one making the calls. We're not here to hand your job to a machine, and we're not here to pretend the machines aren't already in the building. We're here to help you use AI really well, without losing your voice, your judgment, your mind, or your say in what happens next. I'm your host, Carolyn Shepherd. And the ideal person to show you around Analyst is Valerie Merrill. Valerie is a training and development specialist, director of Merrill Consultants, and a fellow of the Learning and Performance Institute. She's also someone I'm proud to call a colleague and a friend. Let's get into it.
Thank you, Carolyn. Welcome back. I'm just going to share my screen. So today we're going to talk about Analyst. We're moving on to the other pre-built agent, which comes with the Microsoft agents in the left-hand menu pane here. And then when I click onto agent, I've got my agent in my window here. Just like we have with all the other agents and tools that we have within Microsoft Copilot, we've got these lovely little prompts that sit underneath to help us. So, for example, I'm going to work on get insights from a file that I'm going to attach in a moment. Analyst examines data step by step. It runs calculations, it identifies trends and anomalies, it creates visualizations for us, it generates forecasts, it produces analytical reports, and it can use Python, the programming language, for advanced analysis, and it shows it's working in its process. So it's absolutely fantastic. So the analyst agent serves as a virtual data scientist. It sounds incredibly in-depth, and it is in-depth. We have to say that. So it uses advanced reasoning and Python capabilities to transform your data, your raw data, into actionable thoughts and visualizations for you. Now, it excels at analyzing large amounts of data. So I have clicked onto the analyst agent and I've used that get insights prompt. And now I need to go off and find my file. Now, as I said, it's excellent at managing and analyzing large complex data sets, identifying trends. So if a researcher agent is your AI consultant, analyst is your AI data analyst. So we're using one of our synthetic data files and using the built-in prompt. I've uploaded the file, a payroll file, which has got lists of people that, as I said, it's synthetic, it's made up. So it's employee records with payroll information, hence the name payroll. And as I said, looking for my insights, I'm just going to run that. And you can see it's working on generating the response, importing. So remember, all we've done is we've used the analyst tool, which is a really in-depth, significant tool. It's going with a file that we've uploaded, and we've used one of the prompts that come with Copilot. What are some quick insights about the data from the uploaded file? Excellent. Right, reasoning completed in 68 steps. Wow.
I was just going to say that's 68 steps. People talk about is it efficient? Is it saving time? Yeah, it is if you want to do it properly, because that would have been 68 human steps.
And actually, some of them we probably wouldn't have even known about, it's so...
Very good point.
It's so like, well, how did they get that? And what did they do to that? Now, obviously, all the sources are from that file. So you can see we've got a headcount of 287 employees, total gross pay for the latest payroll period, just 680,000 there.
Valerie, you could ask it a specific question if you wanted, could you?
I can also, here we go, look, we've got underneath, as I said, we've got our show department pay rankings, identify highest cost managers, create payroll visual charts. What would you like to do, Carolyn?
Well, there are some examples, aren't there? I think I'd like create payroll visual charts. It would be quite good to see what it does with those.
Off we go. Let's have a look and see what it's done here for us now. So we can download this if we want to. We can copy it or we can download it. And it's giving us, it's pretty good. Oh, I like this. This is pretty good.
Isn't it?
Gross pay by distribution.
Could I ask it something like, I'm head of payroll, what recommendations should I make to the board to improve on these results?
Let's see what it does for us. Based on this payroll data, I would not position the discussion as improving results in the sense of reducing payroll at all costs. The data suggests a well-controlled payroll operation. That's good to know, Carolyn, since we've been using it, with strong data quality and relatively low reliance on overtime and allowances. Instead, I would frame recommendations around cost optimization, workforce planning, governance, and risk reduction.
It's actually digging down, isn't it, into particular areas, and it's analyzing those particular areas and making recommendations. This is really super helpful. Of course, only if you do understand the domain. I mean, that has to be stressed because obviously it could be talking rubbish. It is only AI. So it's, you do need your domain experience to interrogate the results it's giving you. But if I were head of payroll and I knew anything about it,
Yeah.
I would be able to comment on it.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Anybody with the domain experience to go in and start investigating those recommendations, it's going to help them, isn't it? It's going to make them look good, let's be honest. They're going to be much more proactive. Could we ask it now to do something which would be super helpful? Could we ask it to write the narrative in human terms for a conversation with the finance director? So it means that we're going to be speaking their language. Yeah. Great. I love it, Valerie. I'm excited about this.
It's just the way it is in our world now, hey? So it's saying payroll review confirms costs remain highly predictable at the moment anyway.
Yeah.
So the analysis highlights hard FM as the primary cost driver, representing 42% of headcount, but contributing the largest proportion of payroll expenditure. This represents an opportunity to review workforce planning, resource deployment, and premium payment activity within operational teams to ensure costs remain aligned with service demand.
So that's fantastic because what that's giving you is a way of communicating across domains, isn't it? So you've been able to bring a lot of the advantages of AI together. The ability for it to know the context,
Absolutely.
the ability for it to be able to analyze the data, and the ability for it to be able to draft a communication. Those three things are skills in themselves. You might need three separate people to actually do that as well as AI is going to actually do it for you, three separate experts. So as long as you've got the ability you've got the domain experience to be able to double check and sense check what it is saying before you start reading from the script, you're going to be okay.
Absolutely. And your point that you talked about insights when you don't have the data, I found extremely interesting. Your questions that we've talked about is, why don't we have any good adverts on TV? And maybe another one.
Anymore.
Yeah, anymore. Should I worry about my work changing considerably because of AI? And then it's going out and finding that data for you with working and thinking about stats you didn't even know were there. Well, they probably are there somewhere, but you would have taken an age to find them.
And do I need to have a different setting? Because presumably it's got to go out to the internet.
Well, that's right. Well, I think I would probably specify that perhaps in my prompt.
Oh, right.
So I would say I wanted web data Please use web data. Anything else that you would normally put in there?
No.
Okay, let's go. Let's see what it gives us. Hey, we are definitely designing on the fly here. Okay, look, hey, new media and marketing. Lots of new media and marketing here. Media company here. Okay. The cranky creative.
You are looking at where it's going for the data, are you, right
Yes,
now?
I
That's what
am.
you're doing.
It's come back
I see.
immediately for those of you not looking at it on a screen. I would not have thought to do this, but it's really, really interesting. The decline in viewer attention and engagement, because we all record and then skip through. Fragmented viewing habits, rise of streaming. So it's bringing back all of these different points with the data. I'm always looking for data sources.
And it's giving you some numbers on the screen, isn't it? And the
Yeah.
ability. Yeah. Well, the point is, these are the sort of questions that I think people ask in normal daily life,
Aha.
like the chewing gum one, which is why do we have less chewing gum on our pavements today than we used to have many years ago? Well, thank you, Valerie. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So that's Analyst. Here's your challenge this week. Take one set of numbers you need somebody else to care about and let Analyst help you build the case. Next week, Valerie's back to show you how to build your own agent in Copilot for the bespoke work that nothing off the shelf will touch. And I'll share some jobscaping tips to help you spot the Zone 1 work that's actually worth delegating. Until then, stay sovereign. I'm Carolyn Shepherd, and this has been the Sovereign Career Hub.